Hello, me lovelies. Well, I thought I'd do this video about the Jimmy Newman, Scotty G situation because I feel something important can be said over this situation. I haven't been doing many videos, as people will see lately, about this dark side of YouTube because it's bored of me. I'm getting totally bored of it. And you know, it's silly. It's like people like little locusts listening to people like JDP and Video Craig and whoa, wow, we've got to hear this. It's boring now. Well boring. But unless something important happens, then I'll talk about it when I think something needs to be said. Other than just like Karate Marzi farted in public the other day. Oh wow, horror, shock, horror. So anyway, this Jimmy Newman and Scotty G situation where Jimmy Newman's fallen out with Scotty G, I think has got a lot to be said about it. Now, for those who don't know, Scotty G has serious addiction problems, serious. We're not talking about slight, we're talking about serious where it's affecting his daily life. It's different from someone smoking a bit of weed every so often and getting high every so often and someone that literally is in the 24/7 grip of an addiction, whether it be drugs, alcohol, food, whatever. But Jimmy put out on Scotty G's channel a statement, and I'll read it out to you. I've sent this man a lot of money over the last few months. I've done all I can. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm done with Scotty. 200 on train, 75 for Valium. Ooh, Jimmy. 35 for taxi, plus the money he's had in the past. All to be told, I can't come as I also need, I don't even know what that is. I'd sorted his script, I'd spoken to his drug counsellor, I bought all his favourite foods. The problem with naive people is we don't know we're naive. Scotty Gray, you're a effing scumbag. I wash my hands of you. See you around, everyone. You let me go through all that having zero intent of coming. Lying, cheating scum. Well, let's get one thing out the way. You bought an addict £75 worth of Valium. Did you discuss this with this drug counsellor that you were going to illegally supply Valium? Just let's put that straight. Illegally supply Valium. That sounds like to me, unless I don't know how. Does anyone else see that as meaning anything else? The only person that should be prescribing Valium to Scotty is his doctor, his GP. No one else. That's one reason why I decided to make this video. Now, anyone out there, get this down and straight. Anyone out there that's ever been friendly with someone in the grip of an addiction, whether that be drugs, alcohol, food, whatever, you'll know, or a family member, you'll know, won't you, that if you make arrangements and say to them, come down for dinner at 5 o'clock, meet me in town at 4 o'clock and we'll go for a meal and whatever, you'll know full well that there's a good chance they may not turn up and you have to accept that fact. And it would be wrong of you to you might be let down, but to get annoyed with them, it's ridiculous because you've made the arrangement, knowing full well they're in the grip of this addiction. I used to work with drug use when I worked for the National Probation Service and they were on treatment and testing orders. When someone is in the grip of an addiction, especially to the extent Scotty G is, their whole life revolves around that addiction. And that's why I keep on saying food, an addiction to food is the same. They'll think 24/7 and do anything to get access to feed that addiction. It's out of their control. No one wants to be addicted to it, I can assure you. No one does. Now, it's a big ask to ask someone as addicted as Scotty to get on a train and meet you. Now, Dr. Apple has said this, and I agree with him 100%. You're asking too much. It's not that you're naive, Jimmy. It's that you're just playing I feel, expecting something from Scotty, which is totally unrealistic, and it's more or less for your benefit, not his. You're sending them money. Anyone knows if someone's addicted, you don't go supplying them with money, because guess where the money's going to go? Everyone knows that. Everyone knows that thing. Now, by buying them this Valium, what you're doing is you're literally enabling them to stay addicted, so you're not interested in helping them. You gave them that Valium so you could get them to yours. Now, the only thing I can work out is that your plan was to make some kind of video material that you could use on your channel or use on YouTube. Now, this is the whole emphasis of it, Jimmy. I used to see you when you were with Scotty, and you'd be making plans to go abroad and this. It would be wonderful and all this business. It's not Scotty that's the centre of your attention. It's what you want and your desire to become somehow a double act and be put into the stratosphere and be famous on YouTube. It's not going to happen with Scotty. It's not going to happen with someone that's got addictions. They're too unreliable. It's not going to happen. Scotty, when people are watching him, they're watching him literally as a circus act. We saw that with the way Video Craig and his crew went on, jeering and laughing at him and skitting him. And just say, Craig, bad on you for making wind-up calls to Scotty G. You've got to remember he is seriously ill, and you should know about addiction. You reckon you were an addict at one point? But to send someone that's in that state where the mind can't function properly, bad on you. Very, very bad on you for doing that. He's not, someone addicted is not there to entertain you. They're not there as something to look. It's no different from going when the Victorians used to go into asylums and pay to watch the inmates and have a good laugh at them. That's nothing more than that. So to Jimmy, this isn't about Scotty, this is about you. And you have to take responsibility for the fact you tried to sort of do a double act and get famous through a man who's got serious addictions. Very serious addictions. Now, you either befriend someone with addictions like that and accept the fact of what's going to cope with that, or if you're going to try to help them, which I'd say you're not going to be able to, the only person that can help someone with addictions like that are professionals. But if you want to help them and support them, you support them and help them, and you don't do it by feeding that addiction, no matter how much they cry for it. You've walked right into that. You've laid money on the ground there. You must know what he's going to use that on. You must know. And you have to accept responsibility. You've lost £201.99. You've lost £75 value. You've lost money on, getting this food in. You're working, you keep on saying you make more than that in a day, so you won't miss that. He's still got to live with his addiction. He can't make that go away overnight. And this business of, stopping this channel, taking this channel down because you had access to the login details, more bad on you again. But it might actually be doing Scotty a favour doing that, because really he doesn't need to be on YouTube. He really needs to be sorting his addiction out. Getting him in touch with why he's grieving over his mama, the passing of his mama, has seemed to spare this off and deal with that grief. So, and people laughing at him and saying, Scotty and all this, it's sick. You really are. No different, I say, people who are doing that than the Victorians going into an asylum. It's no different at all than doing that. But you have to accept responsibility for it, Jimmy. You decided to do that. But again, you're not going to miss that money. All that's happened is you tried to, what it looks like to me, use Mass Say to get these videos together, get some followers on YouTube, and it hasn't worked. It will never work. If you want someone that's zany, get someone that's zany, that's acting the part to do a double act with. An actor, a comedian, not someone that's addicted, because it will never work out for you. Never ever work out for you. Anyway, I thought I'd say that, my lovelies. It's just I think it was important. And when I find another important thing to talk about, I will do. As for my channel, where's it going? Where's my channel going? God knows. You can never predict it, can you? But I'll leave it at that, my lovelies. Bye bye for now, darlings. Bye bye.